4 years. Yeah. 4 years. Sounds like a convention. Before I forget, I want to thank my 2 colleagues on the council, the Mayor Pro Tem, Schoeffel, and our council lady. I usually call her council man, but Lara Anderson. And I'd like to thank my co-hosts that signed out to help make this a great event. I try and name them all, but I'll lose a couple, so I'll just say thank you at large. You know who you are, and thank you from the bottom of my heart. As Jorge said, it was October of last year when I got convinced that I should run for city council. And actually, it's because of Russ Chilton, who was then on the council that didn't file. And so there was an empty spot, and I said, okay, I'll give it a whirl. And 4 years later, I'm glad to say that I'm your mayor for this year, and it's been a great run. And I thank you for all the support that you and the city have given me, both individually and also as the city itself. But I've got to thank a number of people that have given me more support than others. One is my wife of years. My daughter Leslie, who's behind the camera there. In the back of the room, who has produced 2 great grandkids right now in the house. You know, there's a couple of things I'd like to say that Jorge mentioned. You know, we've had a great run under my tenure as mayor. You know, some of it was luck, some of it was great planning by the council in prior years. But, you know, as all of you probably know, we have a balanced budget. We have a nice reserve. We haven't had to lay off any staff, cut back on any police or fire services, which I think is a lot of credit to my colleagues on the council. And I would say thank you to them for making my life that much easier. You know, one of the things I'd like to say is they tried to put this umbrella on, but it didn't fit. I guess my head's a little too big somewhere. But as all of you that know, I always wear a hat. There's 2 of my brown hats floating around here, so put the dinero in the brown hat. You know, instead of put the dinero in the sombrero. Sorry if you don't mind. For those that weren't on my email list, make sure that we have your name and your email. And again, I'd like to thank everybody for their past support. I look forward to your continued support. And now, let's enjoy this great hospitality of Jorge and his wife Maria and the whole. While I have you up, I'd like to just spend a couple more minutes telling you some stuff about Steve Weinberg that you don't know. That's quite relevant to his suitability to be a mayor of our town and a city council person for the next 4 years. First of all, I heard from somebody, I'm not sure that I haven't authenticated this, but Steve has lived in this community, I think, longer than almost anybody around here. I understand he used to hang out with the Doll Sisters up on the hill. You know, back in the day. The one who plays the trumpet? Yeah. Just the one? Okay. So I don't know too many people who have deeper roots in the community to know as much about this community, know as much about the issues, have as much common sense about how to address these issues. I've worked with Steve for 10 years now.
our planning commission days. And in those days, just one meeting, you look to your right and there'd be a new planning commissioner. That might have just changed in the last 2 weeks. And I said, who are you? And he looked at me and he said, who are you? And then he said, what do I do? So just sort of, bake it for a while, and when it's time to vote, vote, and we'll work this out. And 4 years later, he was, I should say 4 weeks later, he'd already got onto the job. And when he decided to run for city council, he certainly had my support, and I'm proud to say he probably has the support of everybody in this room. There are 2 reasons why you should vote for Steve for city council for the next 4 years. First reason is what I just cited. No nonsense, lots of common sense, lots of feeling for every single person in this community, not just some little faction or niche or block. He truly cares about everybody in this community, and I believe makes decisions in everybody's best interest. So that's reason number 1. Reason number 2, Stephen is very, very cool. Here, here.
Yeah, I just want to say a couple things about Stephen, too, having worked with him for the last 4 years on the council. You know, it's really important to have 3 common sense, normal people, if you will, on the council to maintain a majority. Now, Scott and I have peers left, so if there's a bunch of Mexican rules that come out of the woodwork, at least need Stephen up. So we can have a true Salem City for the next 4 years. So I encourage everybody to go out and vote for Stephen. A lot of people have asked me, well, who else is running, who else is running? At this point, the papers for pulling your papers for nomination just opened Monday. At this point, so far, fingers crossed, only the 3 incumbents are running. So if this holds, there may not even be an election, but by all means, we're preparing for one, and we really hope that Stephen will be your number 1 choice on the ballot. So thank you very much. Vote for this Mr. Weinberg, and we'll
I'll tell you, they make my job so much easier. They say all the right things, embarrass me, and I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, Lara. And please enjoy the no-nonsense margaritas. There is actually mix in them. And the beer, which is Olemendi's beer, the wine, I don't know. I'm not a wine drinker. And I think the water comes from the local reservoir somewhere. And enjoy the hors d'oeuvres, enjoy the hospitality. And again, I've got to say thank you to the Olemendi family for this great event. Thank you. Enjoy.